Welcome to my personal intro video for our first module in school law. My name is Aaron Hafner and would like to give you a little bit of personal information and talk a little bit about my current school I work in at Olathe Northwest High School. I am married and I have two daughters. My wife is a first grade teacher and has been in education for 21 years, just like me. And we both have taught in several school districts. You can see the logos at the bottom of all the mascots of the different places that I have taught and coached over my 21 years. I currently getting back into high school teaching and coaching. I spent the last 12 years coaching college football in Iowa. My last job, I was a head football coach at Luther College in Decorah, Iowa, which is a Division III school. High academics. I really enjoyed my time there. My 9 years previous to getting into college football was in Missouri school systems. So there was some differences between Missouri and Kansas, and I'm seeing that throughout my first year back into Kansas. I have a bachelor's degree in math education and a master's degree in business leadership. I attended Southwest Baptist University where I played football. Ended up graduating from Pittsburgh State University. And received my degree in math education and received my master's degree at William Penn University. I'm currently working in Olathe Northwest High School, which is in Olathe School District in the southern suburbs of Kansas City. We have approximately 2,000 students. It's a great place to work. We have great administration, great teachers. Our students here are very smart, and our average ACT for our junior class, with over 90% of them taking the ACT, is over 26. So we have a great student body. We have great kids who have great family backgrounds. I think that's a very common theme within the Olathe School District. I'm currently a physical education instructor. I'm the head football coach and assistant track coach. So I'm very busy, and I'm looking to potentially in the future, I don't know when, but potentially in the future become an administrator. The critical reflection on not just the Olathe Northwest administration, but I would say the school district. I've only been here for about a year, so this is some things that are ongoing. I think overall we have to be careful about being super critical about things, because I think our administration does a great job, but I want to highlight a couple things that I think they do a good job on and things that I think that they could improve on as well. Discipline issues within the school are very good. I mean, as far as the things that I've dealt with, obviously the biggest ones are vaping issues across the nation. There are very strict laws on that, on how we handle kids, and when we catch those kids doing that. I've dealt with that a few times, so obviously I know more about probably those and dealing with the administration with those and how they handle those situations and those laws. Special education laws and procedures, they do an excellent job. I just finished EDL 853 with a special education course through Fort Hays, and I learned that our administration knows a lot about special education law, IEPs, and IDEA laws and regulations. So I think just completing that course, I do understand that our administration has a very good understanding of what the expectations and regulations and laws are with our special education department. Within curriculum and instruction, if you go to a professional development day at Olathe Northwest, we constantly talk about curriculum instruction, the standards and regulations that we must follow and adhere to, and different ways that we can improve. And we're always trying to get better and follow the Kansas standards and align those with our instruction. So our administration does a great job with that. I always think that administration, and this comes down to a time factor. This isn't a critical point or as criticism necessarily, but teacher evaluations, being very detailed and different things like that, and how our administration handles the law with teacher evaluations. And I'll be interested to see how that plays out within this course as well. School board policy, our administration. I haven't learned a lot about our school board policy. Briefly in our new teacher meeting when our all our superintendents came over and briefed a lot of the policies within the Olathe School District. Very brief presentations, 20 minutes to 30 minutes at the beginning. But overall, I think I'm a little bit behind on some of those policies. We do get a lot of email, and I do read newsletters that pop up through email and different resources, social media, to find out about different things within the Olathe School District. We do have an instructional resource teacher that helps us through our first couple of years at Olathe School District, and being a new teacher, a lot of that information is provided through our IRT. My critique of my personal knowledge, I would say that I have a moderate knowledge of school and federal law just growing up. I have a mom, stepdad, dad, stepmom situation since I was a young man, and all four of them were administrators. So I think growing up in an administrator's home, I heard a lot of different things that popped up at school and how they were handled, and the different laws that pop up. And how they were going to have to handle those situations. And I think being in education over 21 years, I think my experience helps of understanding a lot of law just by situations coming up and having to deal with those situations. The thing that I will struggle with being in college football for the last 12 years and getting back into public education is laws do change over time, so I'll have to get caught up on some of that. Limited knowledge of school board policy. Again, I was instructed with some of it in my new teacher meetings. I do have a friend that's a current member of the Olathe School Board, and so we have discussed, several different things that have popped up. But overall, I say I have very limited knowledge of school board policies. As I mentioned before, I feel very comfortable with special education law after just completing EDL 853 just recently. We do a lot of special education in our professional development. I've attended IEP meetings, lots of emails when it comes to special education. My plan for improvement and enhancement is just to be very detailed with my assignments in this course. Study and review federal laws. I think that's going to be important with this course, and just digging in and learning those laws. And ask a lot of questions that are going on with our administration in our school and our school district. And I certainly would love to attend a school board meeting. We've been invited several times, and ask those questions to get caught up on what our school board policies are. Thank you.